So sitting cross-legged in sirsasana, bringing the shins forward, heels away from one another. And moving the flesh of the buttocks from the center of each buttock out and back, so that you're more upright. Take your fingertips by the sides as you breathe in, lift and lengthen through the front body, navel, chest lifting, collarbone spreading from center to side, rolling the shoulders back and down, shoulder blades deepen against the back ribs. And as you breathe out, just allow yourself to become heavy, letting go of any unnecessary tension. And then pressing the tips of the fingers down, begin to feel the upward force from the ground up, the sucking up action, the palms of the hands, in the armpits, in the ribs. Allowing the downward and the upward forces balance each other. And from the openness of the chest, place your hands in front of you, the roots of your thumbs against the chest, let the fingers fall slightly away from the chest wall. And as you close the eyes from top to bottom, looking away from the thinking brain and down towards the heart center in the middle of the chest. Taking a few breaths there and just noticing how the perception changes. Relax the face and all the facial muscles. And after your next breath in, we'll do the 3 Oms together in your own time. As you breathe out, roll the head down, surrender the brain to the heart. Release the hands to your thighs and listen to the resonance of silence. And breathing in, lift the head up and open the eyes. Stretch the legs forward. And crossing the legs the other way. So we're going to start sitting cross-legged for a moment. But to start, I want you to get a break. And the break on top of your head. Okay. And then you can just press the fingers and just lifting as if you want to lift the brick up to the ceiling. I think it does not need to. Okay, that should be good. So I want you to, this is very important for headstand in particular. So when you're sitting on the head, you need to feel that lift from the crown of the head. And it's as if there's a kind of a spiral movement from the center of the ear, around the shape of the earlobe up. So it's not just like pushing the chin in, but it's a spiral movement that way that will lift the brick up. Just give it a moment and see if you can feel your way into it in a sense. It's interesting because this was kind of real life, well, maybe not life-changing, but changing in many ways for me. How I carry myself, how I do my yoga practice when I discovered this. So eventually it will feel like you're suspended from the ceiling, from the sky. Yeah? So not just in upside down poses, but as you walk as if you are lifting. And it kind of happens naturally then. All right, and then as you slowly take the brick down, trying to maintain that lift through the crown of the head. I hope that makes sense. From there, stretching the arms forward, interlocking the fingers, palms away. As you inhale, stretch the arms up, lengthen the sides of the body, extending through the inner hands, mounts of the index fingers, gripping the outer palms in towards one another. Breathe in. As you breathe out, release, just feeling how you are, still feeling that lift from the crown of the head. And then the other way, so arms forward and from the other way, palms away, inhale, stretch the arms up. And again, so lengthening the sides, not just the arms, but all the way from the hips up. And as you breathe out, release. We go to the side, taking your right hand down, left arm up and over, but just stay on the side. And so pressing your left buttock down and extending from the outer left hip all the way up. Bottom shoulder back and down. Can you look up at the bottom ribs? And then inhale, come up. And as you exhale, go to your left side, pressing your right buttock down and extend from the outer right hip all the way up. Bottom shoulder back and down, bottom ribs are looking at the ceiling. And breathe and feel, enjoy that stretch along the right side of the body. And then inhaling, coming up. And so as you press the fingers down, open the chest again. As you exhale, turning now to your right. Left hand to the inside of the left knee. Inhale, lift. Exhale, turn. Lifting and turning. Take your hand to the outside of the other leg. Breathing in, lifting. Breathing out, turning more. And then breathing in, come back to center. Lift and lengthen. As you exhale, turn to your left side. Inhale, lift, exhale, turn. Then take your hand to the outside of the other leg. Breathing in, making space. Breathing out, turning more. And as we inhale, coming back to center. And coming forward, so whatever height that you need for your head, have it ready. Inhaling, stretching the arms forward and up. Have the palms facing each other, and then coming forward from the hips, go halfway. Keep reaching through the tips of the fingers. Taking the hands down. As you pull the fingers towards you, you lengthen forward more, and then come forward and down. With the head supported, allow the thinking brain to become quiet. Front brain moves to the back brain, the eyes deep into the eye sockets. Allow the hips to soften, the buttocks to soften. And as you breathe in, come back to center. And stretch the legs. And cross the legs the other way. And again, so stretching the arms forward, palms down as you inhale. Stretch the arms up to the ceiling. And as you exhale, come forward from the hips, lengthening through the arms. Reaching forward, take your fingers down, make space in the chest, and then coming forward some more. Head down. If you can, and letting go of any tension around your hips, your buttocks. Let the brain become relaxed. Let the awareness move towards the back of the head, spreading around the back body. And as you inhale, come back to center. And stretch the legs forward. And come into Adho Mukha Virasana. So big toes together, heels apart, sitting between the heels, knees are hip width. With the breath out, just letting the buttocks soften down. And then from there, walking the fingers forward. On the tips of the fingers, lengthening, lengthening, keeping the buttocks down, creating space in the chest. And then just relax down for a moment. Head down. Amanda, you can't see me? I think we lost Amanda. And then from there, take your hands out, take hold of the sides of the mat. Tucking the toes under, feet are mat width apart, lengthening back. And then from there, start to come up into dog pose, lifting the buttocks high. As you push the sides of the mat, lengthening the side body up, the buttocks up and back. And just breathe and make your legs firm. Good. She's back, I think. All right, and as you breathe out, bend the knees and come down. This time take a break. So it's more intense on the internal rotation. Have another break for your head. So you've got one between the feet. So this time your feet are apart. Yeah, so you're sitting in virasana with all the toes pointing back and just feeling the evenness on your sit bones first. And then from there, as you go forward, so you will not be able to go down probably, but just come into your break or a block. And so feel what's happening to your groins, feel that sensation there. As the inner groins are moving back. And then from there, this time just spread the fingers apart, come to all fours, preparing for the Mukha Svanasana once more. Tucking the toes under, and then coming up into dog pose. And just stay breathe. All right, and then you can bend your knees, walk your feet forward and come up. Kind of rushing a little bit because I know myself that it's gonna take long what we will be doing. So standing up in Urdhva first. So you can first stand with the feet slightly apart at the wall, and you bend your knees, come down a bit lower, keeping the lower back against the wall, as best you can, so this is not happening. And then from there, stretching the arms forward and up. At the wall, I know you can't see my arms, yeah, at the wall, and then straightening the legs, trying to keep your arms at the wall. Right? So, show you one more time. So first, bend knees, keeping the lower ribs back, stretching the arms forward and up. And then from there, slowly straightening the legs. Right? So feet just slightly apart, make it a little easier. Not too far. And so sitting at the wall. Yeah, so the shoulders are at the wall, roll the shoulders back, your upper body is at the wall, and just so notice what your low back is doing. Keep your arms at the sides first, keep your arms just at the sides, at the wall. And as you lift the groins up, let the low back go to the wall. Okay? And then from there, without changing that, as you take your arms forward and up to the ceiling, see how the lower back wants to come away, but try to keep it at the wall. It's a good postural work, this. And then from there, slowly, straightening the legs, but keeping the shoulders open, keeping the arms at the wall as much as you can. All right, then you can release the arms. And this time, get yourself 2 breaths. And we're going to do this one to open the armpit. So you've got 2 breaks at the wall. You are facing the wall this time, and you are sliding them up the wall be close to the wall, so you're not leaning forward, and sliding the bricks, and also pressing the hands against them, so that you are opening the shoulders externally. I was in the trying to do some gardening earlier, and I slipped, and I landed on my hands, and I thought it was good, but now I really feel it in my thumb, the base of the thumb. So when I do, it's actually quite big. Anyway, that's just my plight. Press the hands against the bricks and see how that rotates the upper arms. Step your feet a bit closer to the wall, Karma, and lift up. So think of lifting, be as tall as you can be. And as you exhale, then you can release the arms. Take your bricks slowly back down. And okay, now you can come away from the wall. And we are going to do 3 konasanas. So we are going to do a few standing poses as we do, because we know how good they are. And of course, good to prepare for upside downs as well. And today, I want you to do it this way. So I want you to have 2 bricks or equivalent. So you have more height for the hand. Yeah. And so when you turn, so you're going to turn to the right first, and you're going to bring your right hand down flat on the brick. The hand is down flat, and then from here, as you press the hand down, from here turning. Abdomen, chest turning, top, shoulder back, and then stretching the top arm up. Yeah, so it's nice, gives you stability, strength in the shoulder, bottom shoulder, and it makes you understand how we turn from the arm, from the hand. Okay, so whatever height you need to be able to take your hand down flat. And then as you press the hand down, can you turn from there? So navel, chest turning, top, shoulder back. And it feels as if the top arm is moving into the shoulder while the bottom arm is moving out of the shoulder. And then inhale, come up. And then turn your feet forward and have the brick ready for the other side. Or whatever you have, so either 2 bricks on top of each other or some blocks. Take your feet wide, turn your feet to your left, so right toes in a little bit, left toes out, and the heel in. And then stretch, yeah, so you can, okay, stretch the arms out. As you exhale, bring your left hand down to your bricks, and you can keep your right hand on the waist or on the hip first. Press the hand down flat on the brick. And as you press down flat from there, begin to turn. So, yeah, the top of so your deltoid is moving into the shoulder, while the tricep is moving out. And from there, you turn the bottom chest up. Yeah. And then once you feel that you are turning, from there you can take the top arm up. Just up, not over. Amanda, just up for Trikonasana. Breathing, strong legs. All right, and then as you inhale, you can come back up. Turn your feet forward. And jump or roll the feet back together. And so in the same way we do Parsvakonasana, you may not need so much height, but I want you to bring the hand down flat. So it's not a struggle to have the hand down flat on the brick. Yeah? From there, again, that action in the shoulder, stretching the arm up and over. Okay. Okay, so turn your feet to your right. Stretch the arms out to the sides, and as you exhale, bend your right knee, make a right angle, go, make a right angle. If it's not, then you may have to walk your feet out a little bit. Good. Take your hand down to your brick, and take your hand down flat. So with the hand down flat, it's a bit different than if you just had the fingertips down. It gives you more stability. Yeah. And as you press down from there, from the bottom shoulder, begin to turn. Abdomen, chest, top, shoulder, back. Yeah. Once you turn, don't even think about raising the top arm until the spine turns. And once you are ready, you can bring your arm up and over. The thing with the arm is that we kind of lose, the awareness goes to the moving part, doesn't it? So see if you can keep your awareness in the stable part, yeah, where with the legs, with the spine turning, with the bottom hand. And then inhale, come back to center. Turn your feet forward, have the brick ready or bricks for your left side. And turn your feet to your left, so right toes in, left toes out, and the heel in. Extend the arms from the center. And as you exhale, bending your left knee, make a right angle, take your hand down to the brick, flat. So as you press the hand, just noticing what happens, yeah, what that gives you. So the deltoid, your left deltoid is moving into the shoulder joint while the tricep moves out. From that movement, you turn the rib cage, the top shoulder back. So getting that turn first, back leg strong. Press the outer back heel down as if you had the foot at the wall. Remember what it felt like when we had the foot up on 2 bricks. We did that not so long ago. Then from there, stretch your arm up, rotate the upper arm and bring it overhead. And breathing and feel the stretch along the whole right side of the body. So it feels as if you are in a straight line. Yeah, your right side is straight. From the outer back heel all the way up, it's straight. And then breathing in, coming back up. Turn your feet forward and walk or jump the feet back together. Don't jump if you have an injury, obviously. And now give yourself a break. Actually, before we do that, we'll just do the sharvangasana. Do you remember this? You see my arm? So I'm with my elbow. And I'm gonna have at the wall, the brick is like this, and I have my elbow, right elbow, on it. And like this, I'm trying to raise my arm up, and it's sharvangasana this way. Yeah, so you put the right elbow on the brick, and you may need it, but so if you need a belt for this normally, you might still need it. Then you switch your left arm out, arm back, and then connecting the fingers or reaching the belt. So it's your right arm up first, and so the brick is on its narrow edge at the wall. Yeah, narrow edge. And then you slide your elbow up as much as possible, sliding your right elbow up on that brick. And so bending the elbow, you're taking the hand behind you for sharvangasana, and then stretching your left arm out to the side and taking it behind your back, and either catching the fingers or your belt. And breathe. And as you exhale, then we can release on that side. Release the bottom arm first, so then you can hold the brick. Good, it's a good one, isn't it? And then for the other side, get it ready. So your left elbow on the brick. And then right arm out and behind the back, and see how this side is, burning nearly there. Yeah, go on, go on, go on. So as you lengthen that left arm up along the brick more, then you will find also that the fingers will come together a little better. So you're just about not catching. So catch, so you can, you there? I think so. She got it. All right, then as you exhale, you can slowly release. So right arm out first, then the left. Then hold the brick, then the left hand out. Okay, so now you have to keep that brick. And we're going to do the sharvangasana too. This way, so that step back so you can see me. So you're going to have the brick between the hands. We've done this before. Stretching the arms forward, forearms up, elbows towards each other, and then squeezing the brick as you lift the arms. So here you're feeling both sides of the body the same length, and then from there bending your right knee, making your right angle. Yeah, but it's a good way to stabilize the pose like this. Okay. So warrior number 2 with the arms up and a brick. So first have the feet ready, so be wide enough with the feet. Turn your feet to your right side, so left toes in a little bit, right toes out, and the heel in. And then stretch the arms forward. Squeeze the brick between the hands, and as you inhale, stretch the arms up towards the ceiling. Lengthening the sides of the body, and see how the body wants to turn towards the turned legs. So don't let it happen. Keep the upper body facing forward towards the screen. And as you exhale, then bend your right knee. Make a right angle. Go Amanda a bit deeper. Go on. Upper body upright. Upper body upright. All the work we always do on the legs. Wider with your feet. Lean. A bit wider. Yeah. Good. Back leg straight. Karma, doing good. Back leg straight. And breathing and lengthening. So see, can you feel the length of the sides of the body the same? Or is one shorter than the other? How does it feel? And then as you inhale, coming back to center, you can release the arms for a moment and turn your feet forward and turn your feet to your left side. So right toes in a little bit, left toes out, and the heel in. And so see that you're really rotating the left thigh from inside out really well. And then stretch the arms forward, squeeze in that brick and stretch the arms up towards the ceiling. Lengthening the sides of the body. And then as you exhale, bending your left knee. And keeping so be wide enough with the feet and lengthen the sides of the body. Squeeze the brick between the hands. A bit lower in your hips, some of you, all of you. And then as you inhale, you can come back up, turn your feet forward, release the brick. You can walk or jump the feet back together, feeling how you are. And so now warrior number 1, but I want you to have a belt now. So while we go through these standing poses, we also are training the shoulders in different ways. So now you're going to have a belt on your wrists, so that your arms are the width of the shoulders. And turning your feet well now. To the right side, backward is to turn well in. So it's you're working now in a different plane. Yeah, you're turning your hips. And then switching the arms forward and up as you press against the belt. And then bending your right knee. Okay, so let's all start this. Some of you are there, some of you are not. Let me talk you through it. So turn your feet to your right side. So right toes out, heel in, and left toes in, heel out. Turning the hips to your right side. Well, so back foot is in about an 80-degree angle, and feel that the hips are leveled with the side this time. With the belt on the wrist, stretch the arms forward, push out against the belt, and as you inhale, stretch the arms up to the ceiling and keep pushing out against that belt. Lengthening the sides of the body, hips are leveled with the right side. Yeah. And then grip the hips towards one another, and as you exhale, you're going to bend your right knee, but lifting from the lower abdomen. So often we do this with a chair, so hopefully you have that action there in the hips, in the pelvis, so you don't hurt your low back. Yeah, you've got to lift from the lower groin area. You can look up at the hands, keep pushing against the belt with your outer wrists. Back leg straight, Carmen, you're doing good. And then as you inhale, come back up. Turn your feet forward, release the arms for a moment. And then turn your feet to your left side. So right toes well in, heel out, left toes out, and the heel in. Then turning the hips to your left side. So right hip forward, left hip back. Keep doing that until you feel the hips are leveled with the left side now. Then gripping them towards each other. Grip the outer hips in. And then as you inhale, stretching the arms forward. Push out against the body. As you inhale, stretch the arms up. Lengthen the sides of the body up. And as you breathe out, then bend your left knee. Go bend the left knee, but don't collapse the lower back forward. So you're lifting from the groins. Come on, that's your thing. Lift from the groins. Go on, keep lifting. And breathing. A bit wider with your feet there, Liam. Your knees going over your ankle. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. Good. And then as you inhale, you can come back up. Turn your feet forward and release. Good. Take your belt down. And so we do Prasarita, Pranasana, with the feet wide apart. And so just make sure that your feet are in line, spreading the toes apart well. If you need whatever you need for your hands, yeah, your breaks, have it ready. Or if you need something for your head, have it ready. As you press the fingers down, roll the shoulders back, looking up at the chest. And then hands down flat if you can. With the back straight, taking the hands back in line with your feet. And then head down. So this is kind of your resting full pose for a moment. All right, and then as you breathe in, you can take yourself forward again, take your hands forward, look up with the chest, take your hands to your hips, and come up to standing. Bend the knees, step the feet together, and get yourself 2 breaks. We are going to do Ardha Mukha Svanasana, dog pose with the slanted breaks. So not having them too high if you've got weaker wrists. Otherwise, 45 degrees good. Lengthening back, press the hands flat on the bricks, and then from there, coming up, by lifting the hips up and moving the shoulder blades into the body. So it's a very good preparation for the much loved L shape, for example. Yeah, we go upside down. So feel, when you do it like this, how the shoulder blades are moving deep in against the back ribs. Lift the buttocks high, lengthening the sides of the body. Pull up the knees, push the thighs back. So this gives you stability around the shoulders. All right, good. Then as you exhale, bend the knees, come down. And then one more, we're going to turn around, stepping the bricks down. Turning around to the other side. And then when you come into the pose, you're going to bring your feet on top of the bricks, pressing the heels against the wall, lengthening, and lifting the buttocks. Okay. Press the heels against the wall, pull up the knees and lift the buttocks high. So you want to take, so because the feet are higher, there may be more weight in the shoulders if you don't work your legs, but you've got to really work your legs to take the weight away from the shoulders. Yeah, so pull up the knees, lift the buttocks high, breathe. No, Carmel, the bricks are flat down. And then you've got your feet on top. And pressing the heels against the wall, that's it. Good. And then as you breathe out, you can bend the knees and come down, step your feet down. So I know, Tori, I'm sorry, I know you don't like it that much, but we will do the L shape. Yeah. For strength. So you put your legs, you measure your distance with your heels against the wall, one hand behind the buttock, then you turn around. And if your elbows really, really don't want to straighten, I think all of you are, I think you are okay. Turning your hands out will be easier for the shoulders. And then whatever you do, you do not bend the elbows. And then you just lift your feet up the wall. And then stepping your feet down a bit more. Until you make an L shape. Okay? Now the trick is that you're going to really press the shoulder blades into the body. So the same way like when we did the dog pose with the slanted bricks. Okay, so you're too far away from the wall and him, but yeah, come down and measure your distance. So it may feel like you're too close to the wall, but you are not, if you measured properly. Turn your hands out, so it makes it easier to rotate the shoulders, and then stepping your feet up higher initially. So you get that you get the lift in the spine, and then slowly walking your feet down bit by bit. Good, Amanda, a little lower with your feet if you can. One step down, a little bit more. Yeah, Bernie, a little bit more, and squeezing the shoulder blades into the body. That's it's tricky. When you bring your feet down, it's a little trickier. Yeah, Liam, and then straight legs, buttocks high, shoulders have to move to the wall. I'm having deja vu here. So if you were here, I could put my knees in your shoulder blades. Yeah, remember what that was like. So you can try a couple of times. So once you master this, then handstand is easy. Yeah. Just a couple of times, and then you can rest. Oh no! Lean. The buttocks need to come up. You're doing a banana. It's meant to be an L shape, not a banana. Try one more to lean. Yeah, try. So buttocks need to come up, not down. Up. Yeah. And then can you step your feet down a little bit by bit? Not too much. Yeah, and shoulder blades moving in. Head down. Yeah, that was better. Good. Okay, so now get yourself a chair. We just do something that's easier. And so in preparation for headstand, this is very good, of course. So you've got your elbows, the width of the shoulders, and then bring between the hands, and then walking the knees back so you have a straight line from the elbows all the way to the hips, lengthening. Go for it, we'll do this a couple of times. And then, Bernie, can you open the shoulders a little more? Can you open the armpits, taking the buttocks back a little more? And not overarching the low back though, Lisha. Lower back lifted. Yeah. And so as you breathe in, see where the breath goes around the shoulders, the back of the neck, the upper back. And as you breathe out, where do you need to let go there? Where is there too much tension? Amanda, also lift the floating ribs. Lift the floating ribs. All right, then you can release. Stepping your knees forward, just relax for a little bit, and we'll do it one more time. Yeah, just one more time, same thing. So pressing the outer elbows down on the chair, taking the knees back, sending the buttocks to the opposite side of the room. As you breathe in, see where the breath moves around the upper back, the shoulders, the upper arms, the neck. And as you breathe out, where do you need to let go? And with the breath in, where do you need to direct the breath gently? Or where do you not feel it? And again, as you breathe out, where do you need to let go? And that's the kind of dynamic that you work with. Yeah, good. And then you can release. Step your knees forward, come on. Take your chair away. I'm just gonna one of the wider runs. And you may need a belt for your elbows. You could try without, but if your elbows are flying out, then I have a belt for the elbows. Yeah. For myself, I don't need it, but I'll show you with it. because it is quite tricky. So your toes are pressed against the block, and then as you press, you lift the knees up and come kind of into dog pose, elbows, and the head is free. You see, the head is free. It's not, you don't have the head down. And then from there, see, can you straighten the elbows? So we'll do this a few times. Yeah. So into dog pose and then the elbows. Here, maybe not the top. So when the way my hands are, so this way, kind of. Yeah, the thumbs are pushing the block from the front. Okay. It's the kind of movement you need in the shoulders. So it's your external rotation, external rotators, your training for your inversions. So be on the elbows first, and then see, can you lift up? Let me see, yeah. So as you press the thumbs against the block, the shoulder blades should move into the body. Yeah. And then see if you can try that a few times. Yeah, good. Yeah, not badly. Good. Amanda, show me. Yeah, good. Well done. So then as you exhale, you can come down. And take a belt off. And if you can set yourself up this way. So then I have two bigger blocks. So it's kind of, we kind of make a tent at the wall. Yeah, with the two blocks, like making a tent. And then a third one, or a brick, or whatever you have on top. And then some brick. This way. Yeah. Then you're preparing the position for, this is a safe way to do headstand because this brick will be pushing into your shoulders so that your neck will not get the pressure. Interlocking your fingers, well, and then you move your hands well into that tent, and then you place your head down. Then you lift this. Walking the feet in, walking the feet in. And this might just be enough. Yeah, you will feel the lift in the chest, the lift in the shoulders, doing it like this. And then if you can, if you are more, yeah, so if you want to give it a try, you can come into headstand. I need two because I'm a bit taller, so that wasn't enough for me. Make sure when you're interlocking the fingers, yeah, it's like this. And the wrists need to be perpendicular. So if perpendicular to the floor. Okay. Be careful. Press in when you, yeah, so sit your platform. So the head goes right in front of your hands. And you've got to really press the wrists down. From the pressure of the wrist down, the shoulders lift. And feel that first before you go up. So first, I want you to feel that the back of the neck is long. The brick is helping you in between the shoulder blades to move that in so that the neck is long. And then walking the feet in more and more and more and more. Keep pressing the wrists down. Try to find that connection of pressing the wrists down and lifting the shoulders. And then if you walk your feet far enough forward, then you can lift one leg, then the other. You don't kick. You don't need to kick. Just lifting one leg, then the other. You need to use the wall because you are doing a banana. And this is not good for you in the long run. This is, it would hurt you. Where's the thing? You don't have. Yeah, you need something. Use the wall, be very close to the wall. Also, if you only have one mat and a hard floor, you need to fold up your mat. I didn't say that, but that. So you should not feel at all that the back of the neck is compromised. It has to be learned. Yeah? So stay at the with the buttocks, stay at the wall. The buttocks stay at the wall at this stage. Otherwise you are learning the wrong thing. And then press the wrists down and lift the shoulders. As you press the wrists down, lift the shoulders. Okay, and then you can come down. Carefully and just rest. Yeah. It's very easy to learn the wrong thing and then it's very hard to undo. So balancing before you're ready, it's not a good idea. And it's all about that lift in the shoulders. Okay. Now, so headstand has to be balanced with shoulder stand. First of all, I want you to get a break. Let's just do Uttanasana. So, I'm facing the wall, and I'm going to come forward, and then lifting the brick up and taking it over towards the wall. So first, stretching the arms up, squeezing the brick. So as you go forward, so as you let yourself go forward and lift the brick up towards the ceiling first before you bring it over. And then continue that movement until you reach the wall, if you're not too far away. And can you take your brick all the way to the wall? So that's kind of the action of shoulder stand in your arms there. All right, and then as you inhale, you can come back to center. And now, so we get ourselves ready for shoulder stand. You will need your 4 blocks. We could use the wall. That would be a good idea. We haven't done it for a while. I haven't done it with you for a long time, actually. So you have a platform of 4 blocks. If you don't have 4 blocks, I hope you do. If you don't, then a few blankets on top of each other. Yeah, that's how it was classically done. It doesn't always have to be fancy yoga equipment, but some platform you need for your shoulders. And then we will set it up so that your head will be facing your wall. I also use a blanket on top. And you put your belt ready. Your belt will be the width of your armpits. Yeah, so from armpit to armpit, you measure it. And then you sit where your shoulders are going to be, and your legs should be stretched a little bit too close to the wall. Yeah, so you want to, with the buttocks, your shoulders are going to be on the towards the edge of the blocks. Yeah. And then you turn around and you lie down with the belt ready on one arm, with the shoulders about 2 inches from the edge. Yeah, so this is where, that's why I want you to sit here first to get your distance. And then swinging the feet over to the wall. And you can just come here first, staying here, putting the belt on. Interlocking the fingers, stretching the arms down, then supporting your back. And then if you can, trying to walk your feet down, getting the hands down more. And then you're going to walk your feet up the wall. Try to keep the heels at the wall for as long as you can. And then come into balance. Okay? Clear? Okay, so once you have the distance, have the belt ready on one arm, lie down with the head on the floor and the shoulders on your platform, and you want to be about 2 inches from the edge of the blocks with the shoulders. You're too close to the wall, yeah, I'm under. Yeah, so your head is on the floor and the shoulders are about that much, 2 inches from the edge of the blocks as you align there. Yeah. And then, so once you're ready, you can take your knees up towards the chest and you're going to swing yourself to the wall behind you. You're too close to the wall still, Amanda. Still too close. And once you're there, you put your belt on, the other arm behind you. And then you can just interlock the fingers and stretch the arms down. You also, Lisha, you're too close to the wall. You're too close to the wall. Interlocking fingers, stretching the arms down. Lisha, too close to the wall. It won't really work like this. You need to take yourself away from the wall. Yeah, let's try. All right, and then from there, see if you can walk your feet down, lower step by step into Halasana first. Because in Halasana, as you take your feet down, you can also bring your hands down more, down the back. Yeah, towards, yeah, so you lift the skin of the back up to the ceiling. So that will help you to do shoulder stand better. And then supporting your back, everyone supporting your back now at this stage. As low as you can, so with your hands, it's better to have your hands on the bare skin. And so lifting the skin of the back up to the ceiling with the hands. And then from there, you can slowly begin to walk your feet up, step by step. As you step your feet up now, try to keep your heels at the wall for as long as you can. As you walk your feet up, yeah, keep extending the heels to the wall and the hands down, elbows down, pressing the elbows down to your block. And then eventually coming up, balancing. Supporting your back. I can't really see you, Lynn, what you're doing. There's a bolster involved. Yeah, that's not great. You need blankets, few blankets, either, or the blocks. You could still, that thing, yeah, no, it's not. Yeah, so are we balancing? So you can stay 1 more minute. Recharge the legs with energy every so often as they want to collapse. All right, and then you can bring your feet down the wall again. You can bring them together if you can, or one at a time. Yeah, together is good. Good, Amanda. And then walk down until you're they are in a right angle. Take your belt off one arm, bending the knees by the sides of the head. And then slowly, once the belt is off one arm, bend your knees and roll yourself down slowly and carefully. Coming down. Well done. We'll just do this. So then you still have the platform. Yeah. So sitting on your blocks, lifting, Barbajasana, turning to your right side. Lifting, turning. Try to keep your legs parallel, not too wide. As you inhale, lift, as you exhale, turn. And at last, look with your left eye to your right side. Yeah, so really turn your neck as well. And then breathing in, coming back to center. And then sit on the other edge so that you can go to the left side. Yeah. Inhale, lift, and exhale, begin to turn, taking your left hand to the outside of the right thigh. Inhale, lift, exhale, turn, lifting and turning. So now looking with your right eye all the way to the left side. And then breathing in, coming back to center. And just stretch the legs. And you're ready for your well-deserved relaxation. So whichever way you want to do it. If you want to have legs on the chair or bolster on your knees. Or just lie down flat if your back is good. It's always good to have some weight on the thighs. Make sure that you are warm, comfortable. So I was going to read to you some benefits of the inverted poses. So do that when you're relaxing. And so just letting go. Make sure that you are in a straight line, the chin is down lower than the forehead, that the back of the neck is long. So when you're lying down, feel for alignment, feel where you need to make changes. Don't just lie in a crooked pose, because then relaxation is not possible. and just letting go. Relax the face, all the facial muscles. Widen the space between the eyebrows, softening the eyes, eyes move down, away from the eyelids, out through the darkness of the skull. Relax the jaws, the tongue, the throat. Feeling the contact between the back body and the floor, from head to feet, feet to head. The whole plane of the body on the floor at once. So this is from the old text of Hatha Yoga Pradipika, where it says that whatever nectar flows from the moon, which is divine form, it is also swallowed up by the sun, hence the body decays. There exists a divine process by which the sun is duped. If one's navel is high and the palate is low, then the sun is above and the moon below. This position, the inverted pose, is to be learned through the instructions of a guru. So that's a quote from Hatha Yoga Pradipika and describes symbolically the extraordinary benefits of the inverted poses. The downward flow of the nectar, which is swallowed up by the sun, causes the body to decay. Inverted poses reverse, or at least slow this process. Indeed, the inverted poses, the unique gift of yoga, are a great boon. These poses take us on an inner journey into the core of our being. They touch and heal us at a deep level. They penetrate deep within, where our fears are hidden, yet also where our powers and joys can be found. So of course there's a whole list of the benefits. I keep telling you that they are really good for all the systems of the body, especially the hormones. And if I don't do these particular poses, then that's what I miss the most. If I miss my practice, it's really the upside downs that I miss. Okay, everyone, well done tonight. Wasn't easy. With that, I'm going to leave you. Have a great week. And see you all next time. And happy